Greetings, everyone. Did you think Marvel were done? Did you really think Marvel was going to slow down? At this rate, our heads are going to explode with excitement. Marvel is going all out, wrecking shop at Comic-Con and doing the exact same thing at D23. In just one single day, we got the Avengers, Doomsday trailer, the Vision Quest teaser, and on top of that, major X-Men casting announcements. When we asked for updates before, they gave us absolute silence. Now they've dumped the entire treasure chest right onto our laps. There is so much to discuss today. Right now, we are going to dive deep into a complete, detailed scene-by-scene breakdown of this Avengers Doomsday teaser footage. First, let's talk about the live countdown on the Marvel website, the official Doomsday clock. Marvel Entertainment has been running this live Doomsday clock, and it just received a brand new update. In this updated graphic, we get a chilling, brand new look at Dr. Doom. You see Doom reaching his hand up to his mask, or perhaps holding an object, with a dark, looming presence. It looks absolutely menacing, super cool, and incredibly imposing. Along with this countdown update, before the teaser even started playing at the event, Marvel showcased an alternate costume for Dr. Doom. Yes, it turns out Doom will appear in two completely different suits in this movie, and both appear to be battle-ready in their own way. The first one is the heavily armored, rugged look we see when he goes head-to-head with Thor. That suit is fully plate-armored, resembling a battle-worn Dark Knight, very raw and aggressive. The second look, shown right here, is a much cleaner, regal costume. It features a tailored dark tunic, royal chains, and a majestic hooded cloak. Both designs are showcased in this teaser footage. In the shot where Doom is seen descending from the sky and landing on the battlefield, he is wearing this cleaner, regal version. So canonically, Victor Von Doom will sport at least two major looks throughout the storyline. Why two suits? According to one compelling theory, Victor begins in this royal attire as the legitimate sovereign ruler of Latveria. He carries himself with royal dignity and supreme intellect. But once the multiversal incursions begin ripping realities apart, he takes matters into his own hands, waging war across universes and donning the rugged battle armor to conquer the collapsing timelines. Another crazy rumor floating around is the possibility of multiple Doom variants appearing in the story. Could we see variants from different universes colliding? We also noticed that during the closing sequence of the Fantastic Four, First Steps, when Franklin is seen talking to Doom, Doom appears to be in this regal look. This reinforces the idea that Doom may originally originate from Earth 838 or a universe closely tied to the Fantastic Four before stepping into the wider multiverse. Moving into the actual teaser opening shot, we see Dr. Doom sitting upon his grand throne. It is an astonishingly menacing shot. Behind him, massive Gothic stained glass windows filter in moody shafts of sunlight, casting long shadows across the hall. The entire chamber is illuminated by glowing green mystical runes and arcane sigils carved into the floor, giving off the eerie vibe of a high-budget supernatural thriller. Where did Doom learn this level of magic? As comic fans know, Victor Von Doom is a master of both cutting-edge science and ancient sorcery. In Marvel lore, he mastered the dark arts primarily to descend into the underworld and rescue the soul of his mother, Cynthia Von Doom, from Mephisto. In this scene, the mystical setup resembles an arcane ritual, with Doom quietly observing the glowing energies before him. According to recent script leaks, this throne room acts as Doom's central hub, where he uses his sorcery to witness active incursion events happening across the multiverse. He sits on his throne watching entire alternate realities collapse, tracking heroes who have cheated death and disrupted the natural universal timeline. Over this sequence, we hear Sue Storm speaking in the background through heavy tears. Victor was always the smartest guy in every room until he lost his family. It's a striking statement, especially considering she's standing next to Reed Richards, literally calling someone else the smartest man alive right in front of Mr. Fantastic. Sue continues, explaining that Victor was once a deeply caring, devoted protector until the day his world was taken from him. As she speaks, tears stream down her face. She is utterly broken. Why? It's very likely that Dr. Doom has abducted her son, Franklin Richards. Doom needs Franklin's reality-shaping powers to stitch the dying fragments of colliding realities into a single world under his control, Battle World. Next to Sue, the teaser cuts to an aging, battle-damaged Magneto with his arm in a sling, clearly recovering from a brutal clash. We also see Gambit and Steve Rogers looking grim. The setting hints at a hidden sanctuary, possibly a cosmic safe house, or the void where surviving heroes have gathered after their worlds fell. The teaser then returns to Doom standing inside his vaulted throne room, looking up at a massive, ancient wall mural. The painting portrays a mother embracing a child beneath a heavenly glow. This directly mirrors the imagery seen in the initial promotional posters. Whether this depicts Victor and his mother Cynthia, or Victor with his lost wife and child, it anchors Doom's entire motivation in personal grief and catastrophic loss. The camera zooms in on the metal mask, focusing on Doom's tear-filled green eye. Reports state that Robert Downey Jr. will remain masked for roughly 70 to 80% of his screen time. Marvel is leaning fully into Doom's masked menace and tragic depth, rather than turning him into a familiar face. Even behind the cold iron rivets, you can feel the intense sorrow driving his mission. We then see a wide gathering of surviving heroes. Shang-Chi, Shuri in her Black Panther armor, M'Baku, Namor, and John Walker standing in silence. Notice John Walker's shield. It is still violently bent out of shape from his encounter with the Sentry and Thunderbolts, showing continuity from previous battles. The heroes look completely exhausted, listening as Sue explains who and what Dr. Doom really is. Sue explains, "I knew he was lost, but I didn't know he was broken." As she delivers this line, the camera cuts to Thor sitting in deep despair, clenching his fist in raw fury. Thor looks consumed with vengeful rage, ready to obliterate Doom the moment he gets his hands on him. This implies Doom might initially present himself to the multiverse as a savior, someone offering to stop universal incursions, only to betray the heroes later once his true plan is set in motion. To assist him, Doom has formed his own cabal of Latverian witches, including masked sorcerers named Boris in the Latverian Coven. Next, we get a sweeping wide shot of a ruined, post-apocalyptic cityscape completely reduced to smoldering rubble. Unlike standard New York skylines with Avengers Tower, this city lacks modern landmarks. Leaks suggest this represents a universe destroyed during an incursion, potentially the Fox X-Men Earth or the Sam Raimi Spider-Man timeline destroyed during the multiversal collisions. This directly connects to Hugh Jackman's comments at D23, teasing potential interactions between Wolverine, Deadpool, and alternate Spider-Men as their worlds face existential doom. We then cut to a tense confrontation. Reed Richards looks directly at Dr. Doom, shouting in disbelief, "Victor, did you do this?" Doom glances down without a hint of remorse. Doom doesn't just believe he's right. He believes his actions are an act of mercy for a corrupted multiverse. Here, Doom delivers the central dialogue of the teaser in a low, resonant voice. "All of you have lived a stolen life." As he speaks these words, a rapid montage highlights heroes living on borrowed or rewritten timelines. Scott Lang holding and kissing Cassie, reflecting their disrupted timeline. Johnny Storm protecting baby Franklin amidst universal destruction. Professor Charles Xavier and Magneto crying as they watch another world burn through stained glass windows to save their own Earth. Thor with his adopted daughter Love, who was resurrected through the power of eternity. Steve Rogers holding baby James with Peggy Carter in an alternate timeline. And Loki, the god of stories, looking through a window, having escaped his destined demise in Infinity War. Doom's philosophy is clear. Every single hero has rewritten reality, cheated death, or stolen lives from other universes. In his eyes, he is merely reclaiming what was taken. The scene transitions to Cyclops standing on a battlefield covered in fire, with colossal sentinel footprints shaking the ground. A massive Fantastic Four vessel emerges through dark storm clouds. Dr. Doom drops from the sky, using a swirling vortex of black and green magic to execute a superhero landing on the scorched battlefield. Thor drops in from the sky with a thunderous roar, charging Stormbreaker with lightning, screaming a challenge at Doom. Thor strikes with full fury, but Dr. Doom effortlessly catches and redirects the lightning-charged blow using just 2 fingers, coldly declaring, "Hell answers to me." With a burst of dark energy, Doom throws Thor across the ground. He stomps his foot into the earth, sending green necromantic fire rushing through the graveyard of destroyed giant sentinels. The colossal machines reawaken, their eyes blazing with green fire as they rise under Doom's command. Surrounded by his army of reanimated sentinels, Dr. Doom opens his arms and speaks his final, chilling declaration, "I am Doom," a dark, brilliant inversion of Robert Downey Jr.'s iconic "I am Iron Man." That concludes our breakdown. What are your theories? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, leave a like, and stay tuned for more.